we join you? Great.
Naraifah Dragon. 7 months. 7 months supporting the beautiful and talented Layla. Here's so many more.
弾幕はこうやるのよ。
Fresh Master General.
You all couldn't wait, could you? You all just had to go for it. Exploding in before I'd even had a chance. Oh, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is good to have you all here. The showcase begins. I do hope you are sitting comfortably. Because it is time. Hello everyone, and welcome to the depths of Mugenken, to the realm of fantasy where anything is possible. I am, of course, your girl, the manipulator of chaos herself.
Sure, I'll get the hang of this in no time.
TK Layla.
Chief _the_ lost 97x100. Hype.
Hype indeed. No, my name is not Hype Train. I know some of you would like to say that Hype Train was your nickname in high school, but we don't do that around these parts. Welcome on in. It is nice to have you all here. Already starting.
Right! Parties! I mean, yeah.
Fresh Master General gifted 5.
Right! Parties! I mean, yeah.
Oshamon Gaming gifted 5.
Sure, I'll get the hang of this in no time.
War Puppy Creations X100. My dog died, let's go.
No! Go back in! Go back in!
Silent Vash X1000.
Are you all quite done? You all finished? Can I resurface? Has... You know, at some point I will speak. And you, your flowery ass bottoms, will actually listen for 5 minutes. You're finished?
Right! Parties!
Guess not.
I mean, yeah.
Silent Vash gifted 5.
Hi, can we join you? Great.
Dibbleway. 7 months. Congratulations. Go you.
Now,
You're so pointy.
come on! I am going to flip this table in a moment. And it will not me who will have to clear this up. Okay, alright. Are you all quite finished? My God. Alright, let's go over this one. Alright, well, we'll get into introductions in just one moment. I should probably go through this list before I cry. I'm gonna cry. Who makes a sweet, innocent, chaotic being like me cry on her first foray into stuff like this? Like you gotta. Okay, all right. Let's go through the list, shall we? Okay. So we have Nara Fox Dragon, who dropped in with a tier 1 for 7 months. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
I'll get the hang of this in no time.
Oshamon Gaming X100.
You've all been saving up for this, haven't you? Either that or you all got paid at the end of January and thought you decided to just splash it out here in Mugenken, which, well, let's be real here, that's fair enough, you know. It's not going to keep itself going, so you'll have to wait and find out with what happens with that. That's actually a good point. I don't think that is up yet. For whatever reason, that didn't come through. Hold on a moment, people. I got you covered. There we go. Right, we got that up now.
Wow, you are a big bug.
Okay.
Silent Vash gifted Gnephilie. Silent Vash gifted a tier 1 sub to CEI.
So much that you had that
They
you
have given
felt
39
that you
gift subs in the
that you
channel.
feel that you felt that you feel you have when you that you feel you that you when you feel so hard that you could do anything.
This is a cacophony of sound and I'm unsure I'm okay with it. Look, listen, you just go along with things here. We had a whole lot of emotes right at the start. We had a lot of shoutouts at the start. We've had a lot of people with messages and chit-chats, and I'm going to get through you all. I'm going to get caught up, and we are going to go through things one bit at a time. So let's do this, shall we? So, from the top. Nah, Fox Dragon.
後ろから見ているわ。
Thank you very much for the follow. That is greatly appreciated. We'll get to you properly in just a moment. Alright, so let's do this. Now, Fox Dragon, tier 1, 7 months, thank you very much. I will let you all know what you get with your wonderful little subscriptions in just one moment. Freshmaster General, Prime sub, thank you very much. You only get one of those, you chose to use it here. Greatly appreciate that, thank you very much. Chief of the Lost cheered 100 bits. Freshmaster General gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Where Puppy then dropped 100 bits. Apparently her dog died, let's go. Ashaman, General Ashaman, gifted 5 tier 1 subs, you'll love to see that as well. Silent Vash then with the 1,000 biddies. It's just wild seeing all of this go through. And then Silent Vash followed up those 1,000 biddies with 5 tier 1 subs. I'm going to read out all of the names of everybody who got subs in just a moment, so don't worry, I'll get to you all. Dibbleway with the Prime sub, 7 months as well. Again, thank you very much for using your one and only Twitch Prime here. Sheaf of the Lost with 80 bits. Sorry, I can't hear you over the train. Choo-choo indeed. Choo-choo. And Silent Vash gifted a tier 1 sub to Neff. Thank you very much. That's 39 overall. You'll love to see it here. And then Foff B-. Hello. With our latest follow. Thank you very much to everybody who got subs. Nara, Freshmaster General, Chief, Jetty, Vash, Snail, Renby, Speedy Cat, Wolfie Adder, Gorg, B23, Elfish Dragon, Zenketsu, Ollie the Octo, Ronnie, Arky, Malieve, Little Cat Shark, Dibble, and Neff. You all get to use my emotes all over Twitch for the next 30 days, courtesy of every single person who dropped subs in there. Any adverts that play, you will be able to skip since you have that sub badge, which I should add you also get onto the end of your little name there. It's an ever-evolving sub badge, so keep an eye. It'll make itself known throughout the days and weeks. And of course, if you are in my Discord, !Discord in the chat to join on in. You get your own personal link through the mirror into Mugenken, and I would gladly be able to have you in here. It is free to join with that !Discord link, and honestly, that place will be evolving over time. There'll be a lot more rooms opening up, considering the fact that here in Mugenken, this is a mansion of fantasies, which we'll get on to in just a moment, and there is a room for everything, or at least there will be. I have heard a thank for that. So thank you all for your immense love and support that you have shown. I haven't even got into my proper introductions yet, and you all decided to go ham and give me a level 5 hype train from the get-go. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. So, let's go through the chat. Welcome on in, everyone. It is great to have you. Malieve, Neff, Chief, Ollie, Malieve, Jetty, the Realm of Gay. The Realm of Gay indeed. This shelf ain't trans for a reason. Neither am I. Like, look at this necklace. Do you see this necklace? That's what I thought. Oh my goodness be. Also, thank you very much, Puppy, for alerting me to the one thing that wasn't yet implemented, and that was Trigger Fire. That is now in, and the explanation commands will be good to go. I was thinking about not having those on for today, but I'm sure you all, I say you'll all behave, but hype train over here.
My dog died. Let's go!
I rest my case. To those of you who came in with the lurks, thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate it. There was a lot of shout-outs done in the early goings. I did see Mavis in there as well, so thank you very much for dropping by, and thank you very much for doing all that you do. Okay. Okay. Good. We're good. I was about to grab my next packet of nerds, but it's vanished. I def had one left. Well, you're gonna have to be careful there. So the sound alerts isn't working. I don't know why that's not working, but it's fine. We don't worry about that for the time being. Yeah. I saw you. I saw you, puppy. The sound explanation commands are working, but for whatever reason, the sound alerts are not working today. But again, it's not the end of the world. This is debut day. I'm supposed to be getting through you. Through the paces of what we're doing here, so you'll just have to deal with the fact that the explanation commands work, but the sound alerts do not. So, if you could kindly disable those, I'd appreciate it. This got a whole lot busier than I was expecting. Also on the basis of that I have not had a chance to put the music back on, so you've kind of been stuck in silence for a little bit. Again, I apologize for that. It's just been... Hooey. It got busy quick, okay? So, I believe it's time to get our proper introductions out the way with. Okay. Let's do this for real this time, shall we? Hi. I am the manipulator of chaos. And I have been busy. Very busy. Not just these past few weeks, but the past few months. Heck, for most of my life. And now I get to relax with all of you. And I do hope that you are going to be with me for the long haul. There's going to be plenty of shenanigans to come. Welcome on into my desk. Welcome on into my cozy, wonderful little room here. I have my bookcase with some of my favorite things. Little plushies from times gone. A figure of the individual who I would not be in this very mansion without. And of course, this little kitty over here. I hope we see that cat again someday. All of you wonderful beings get to at least interact a little bit here and there. As you can all see, you've got your own chat mirror. Hello to everybody coming in through that. Marfox, thank you very much for coming on in. Miku, hello to you as well. Hello. Plenty of was and as, and there'll be plenty of time for more of those effects, more humor time. But let's be real here. Me just sitting at this desk and talking is
後ろから見ているわ。
irrelevant. More follows. Keep out, Keto. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Thank you very much for that follow. So shall we get our introductions? I say our introductions out the way with. We're also going to do room tours. I know it feels weird saying that, but this is the desk room. This is what you will expect to see. It might tweak a little bit here and there, but crucially, it's here in its full glory. I do like this. I wanted to keep aspects of my previous room layout, but this mirror, that mirror over there, it's very important. Without it, you can't interact with me, and I can't interact with you. So be glad that that's there. It's a nice little piece. You might notice my star at the top, and a certain little flask down in the bottom left corner. I think we should probably get into explaining what that is, shall we? Hello. This is the gameplay screen. Oh yes. Things are a little bit different here. And all the more better for, again, you'll notice, as per usual, the mirror down here in the corner, in the central. Very important. We kind of need that to make sure that you all continue to whiz on up the screen, or at least I can somewhat see you this time around. So, before we crack on, I should probably also explain what is in that bottom right corner. Now, VTuber Plus is a software that exists. Some of you may be asking, what is VTuber Plus? Well, actually, it went by another name until it became free. I forget the initials off the top of my head, but essentially it's a program where things can get hurled at you. Now, that is free now. VTuber Plus, however, is not free. And what VTuber Plus does is it takes that software and upgrades it massively to the point where I can put in custom things on there and make it a little bit more unique. For example, I can have that so that you are literally throwing things through another mirror. We meet that goal, I will set up the mirror and it will immediately hurl things through that mirror onto me. Now, I've done a fair amount of adventuring and swatting things away in my lifetime, so I should be able to deflect most of it. But I will not be implementing anything unless we hit to that goal. So thank you very much for your understanding. That explains that. And yes, Poppy, I will link you that. So let's get into things. Let's get into things. My name is TK. Wait, hang on a moment. Okay, something on the screen is not right. Hold on a moment. I don't know who is responsible for doing this, but I am not happy with you because how very dare you? We have had words before this, and I am not happy. Let me just go to here. Let me just grab a brush. Hello, brush. Actually, the pixel pen will do. There we go. Let's just there we go. And let's save that.
ねえ、伝承を読み上げて。ええ、もっと大きな声でお願いね。
Because of course you decided to do that, Chief Ross.
Chief underscore the underscore lost 97 tip 25 pounds. Bet.
There we go. Much better. Whoever wrote this script, whoever wrote this screen, when I have words with you, don't call me Callie. Don't you ever, ever, ever do that. Also, Chief, thank you very much for that £25 tip. Bad indeed. That takes us a chunk of the way there already. Thank you very much. Can we please get some Tamesh love in the chat? For what is a pretty sizable tip. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Let's also get some music on in the background, shall we? I think it might be a very nice idea to do. There we go. I thought there would be questions about the... Hey, I'm getting to it, Martha. I'm getting to it. So, my name is Trixie Calico Lakshmi Yelena. Now, I don't expect all of you to remember that. That is absolutely fine, which is why TK Layla comes into it. You might notice that there are 4 letters of that are capitalized: T, K, L, and Y. For the safety and security of everybody involved, you may refer to me as TK, Layla, as a combination between LA of Lakshmi and the YLA of Yelena. You may, if you're very close to me, call me Tikal, but only if you are close enough to me for that. And under no circumstances are you to refer to me as Callie. First and foremost, do I look like a Shinigami to you? That's what I thought. And secondly, don't. I am 330 years old. That age is a little bit flexible and wavy, but to properly explain in detail why that age is a thing, that might take us a little while, and unfortunately our time is a little bit short today, so that I will explain in due time. You have nothing to worry about, you have nothing to fear, just know that it's fine. I'm 6'1". Pretty tall one. I can and absolutely will knock you around. Don't you start asking for me to step on you. There's a line in the sand, and I will not cross it. Even though I know some of you are filthy like that. My birthday is November the 23rd. If any of you would like to label that in any way, shape or form, mark that in calendars, feel free to. Got a long way to go until you get to send me stuff, but then again you can send me stuff at any time of the year. Also, yes, that does confirm that I am indeed a Sagittarius, and make of that what you will. And of course my title. Shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. I am the manipulator of chaos. So, let's go through this, shall we? Manipulator of chaos. Hey, hey now. Jetty, hello. Naughty, naughty, naughty. But also, you're not entirely wrong. So, my life has been very much shaped by the Fae. I have lived multiple lives as a result of that. However, not all of my memories are intact with it. A bit more wibbly wobbly in terms of timeline shenanigans and my various forms that I have taken in my life. But know this, that during my previous incantation, the cycle itself was paused, fully explaining how the Fae operate. I mean, they're the Fae. They're whimsical. They're unpredictable. I guess it makes sense, you know. They are, some of you at least, would like to call them chaotic, so I guess it makes sense that my abilities come likewise. But the previous cycle was paused because of the intervention of a completely different entity. For all intents and purposes, he had a nickname. Calypso. He really mingled some very foul magic, some very bad intents onto my previous life. And as a result, things got out of hand. He tried to take over. I eventually rallied. And it was a... It most certainly wasn't a love-hate relationship. It was a... it was a very tumultuous time. But towards the end, we began to see eye to eye, which was good. And both that life and his... I wouldn't say life, but his time sharing my body came to an end when he became a tree. That tree now serves to protect and watch over a specific world that I helped in saving, at the cost of my then body at the time. We were both pretty much in agreement of it, and that was done. This current life is where you see me now. Back under my own control, under my own life. And the Fae are finally back in communication with me, because for the longest time with Calypso, they couldn't find me at all. It's wonderful like that. My right arm here is mechanical. You can't see it now because I choose to have my coat on for today. It's cold. You'll excuse me for that. But my right arm is not quite as human as you'd like it to be. The rest of me is very much still blood, skeleton, etc, etc. But Yeah, right arm will be no longer feeling anything, and it hasn't done so for a long time, so, yeah. But it makes for very good, fighting shenanigans. Right arms to the metal hit hella hard. Also, I can absolutely still just pour so much energy into that arm, you have no idea, and it will not be pleasant for you. I have saved multiple worlds, but I have also had to watch multiple worlds burn. That's just how it is. The life of a hero.
Hang of this in no time.
Yeah. More bits. Hello, Raven. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness me.
Vitamin Raven X100. Confetti less than 3.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. They are tasty, and I'll be sure to devour some of those later. So, the life of an adventurer, you end up getting yourselves involved with some very questionable things, and because of my energy itself, it's, yeah, it can be quite hard to stay on the sidelines and not do anything. Especially when people's lives who are very close to you are getting involved. So, naturally, I have helped save worlds, and I have watched worlds burn out of my control. The last adventure that I was on these past few days were awful. Probably one of the worst ones I've had to experience, and as a result it has left its mark on me. You won't be seeing any of that right now, but know this. It hurts. Adventuring is a hard life, especially when you're trying to be a hero, or an anti-hero. Don't worry, I'm no villain, although I guess some people like to paint me as such. As a result, I am here in Mugenken, recovering, relaxing, and just taking time away that I need, badly need. Those adventuring days are long since gone. I just need some relaxation. And as a result, I can transmit my communication out from Mugenken via mirrors. Specific rods. They're gonna have to be crafted in their own time. As much as I would like to just be able to pour energy into a mirror and that be it, I can only do so much. I'm not a god. Thankfully, I do know somebody who can open some very secret doors. And as a result, they are able to utilize their energies, their abilities, and make some fancy little things, which is where the mirrors come from. It's a lovely, lovely thing, and as a result, you all get to see into this. Again, win-wins all round. It comes to no surprise to any one of you that my likes are, well, the purples and the pinks. You know, they're pretty much everywhere on here. Not so much the pinks, but very much the purples. They're all over the place here. I have my favorite foods. Sushi, curries, pretty much my go-tos. I miss having nigiri. It's something that I will likely get from specific friends at some point, but it'd be like that. But I miss them, and I will gladly devour table after table. Should probably be noted, my stomach is pretty much a void. Like, not a literal void, but it may as well be, because, yeah, I don't really put on anything. Quite the skinny bean. Skinny bean that packs a punch. You heard it here first. Obviously, I like flowers. I would not be in Mugenken if I didn't like flowers. Let's be real here. And you see them on my stream alerts. You see them on my alert pop-ups when they happen. You're damn right I like them. I love to prove people wrong. Whether it's in a fight, throughout a war, in a debate, in chat. or even on social media. I like to prove people wrong. If you doubt me, I'll make you doubt you. All of the time. Wait, you're not a goddess? I mean, Jetty. Jetty! I also like swords. Like, come on, let's be real here. I love using swords. When I'm not using energy out of my own hands, swords are great. Like, yeah, people can say that they're like guns and rifles and stuff like that, but come on. Swords are so cool. Pocket swords, like sabers, they are very cool as well. Very fantastical, very energy buzzing. I actually do have one of those, what people like to call lightsabers, except the way that works for me, I should probably mention, is that when I hold it, I can funnel my energy into the saber, and that is what creates the beam of, as you would like to say, light. So it is a beam of pure chaos energy. That takes a lot to do, by the way, just as a heads up. No, I will not be showing that on stream today. But yes, you might see it later down the line. Naturally, I dislike anybody who is transphobic, homophobic, racist, bigoted. You get the general idea. If you're hating a minority, look at this tag in the likes list. Not only am I going to prove you wrong, I'm going to break your... What did people say? What is it that idols say? Not idols. What did they say? Oh, that was it. They like to break your Nico kneecaps. Oh, and I'll also break your Nico neck as well while I'm at it, because... Yeah, no, you stop that. If you present me with a cup of coffee, I will throw it out the window. That's just how it is. I cannot stand coffee. I do not like the smell of it. I absolutely don't like the taste of it. And yeah, just to the side, please. You can drink it. Just don't offer me any. And I just like not having snacks. Again, very thin beam. Stomach is a void. I'm always hungry. So if I don't have snacks, it's not a good time for anyone. Bear that in mind. Coffee is just dirty bean water. Ah, Shaman, why would you say something so controversial? And yet so true. Anyway. Do I have some things that I like to do in my spare time? Well, of course I do. In terms of anime, shows, well, there's She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Great series, you should watch it. Hopefully we get a 6th season, or an OVA season or something like that. The Owl House. The Owl House is great. We're currently in the process of watching season 2. It's a great show. I enjoyed the first season. I'm looking forward to season 2. New Game No Life. An anime about board games. What's not to like? It's just a fun series. And there are 2 types of slime shows / mangas that I appreciate as well. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. That's an amazing series. I know the season 2 of that has came out for anime. I will likely be watching it at some point. And, of course, I killed slimes over 300 years and maxed out my level. That is a light novel series I started reading, and then I found out it got an anime adaptation, so I need to build that onto the watch list. I love the novels. I hope I'll like the show just as much. Good series. Highly recommend. You hate coffee, so to the death? I mean, I won't fight you to the death. Just take the coffee and drink it. Did you not hear the first part of this conversation? I am down here in Mugen to relax for a little while. I don't want to be fighting anyone. This month is Black History Month, so Black Lives Matter. You're damn right. Always. Not just for this month, but for every month, Miku. Black Lives Matter. In terms of games, it should be no surprise that I am fond of a particular series called Toho. You might have heard of that from me before. Splatoon, great third-person shooter from the Nintendo side of things. Fun, entertaining, kick-ass music. Wreckfest, just pure chaos in cars, just demolition at its finest. What's not to like? Same goes for Blast Corps. Pure demolition in puzzle form. What's not to like? Undertale / Deltarune, fun story, nice gimmicks, great mechanics, good characters. Again, it's all part of the puzzle. And also Portal, a puzzle in a first-person shooter. It's so good. And again, the story is good, the characters are good. Yeah, I feel like that just pretty much sums up all of my likes right there and then. My dreams and my goals, because everybody has them. Even someone like me, who has done so much in my life, still have some things that I would like to do in my spare time. And these are some of those. A lot of you have already complimented me on my voice, which I greatly appreciate. Allow me to take a drink real quick. If you're not taking drinks as well, you'd better do so. So, there are still aspects of my voice that I would like to improve, especially the singing part of my voice. That will be a work in progress. Figured since I've got a bit more me time, I can work on that. In this realm of fantasy, in this wonderful day and age where so many are wanting to do collaborations, getting to know people a little bit more, this would be a great opportunity. Again, that kind of moment where I can sit back and relax a little bit. I can use these mirrors to interact with however many people I want. That will be a great start to do some collaborations. I would incredibly appreciate it. Not just for myself, but for others as well. It's just more fun in numbers. What's not to like? Naturally, alongside that, I would love to grow the Chaotic Frontier. It's the name of my faction. It's been the name of my faction for the longest time, and it's always existed. Naturally, so many have left the Chaotic Frontier at the moment. They've gone their own ways, they're doing their own things, and that's fine. That's 100% fine. Which is why we need to rebuild it. And this will be a great chance to do so. So, getting to grow the community would be a wonderful joy. It would be such an amazing feat if we could just build this up. Get to know more people, bring in more people for the community, have more community nights and social aspects, and again, I'd like to strengthen current friendships. Some people from my past life have remained, and I need to make sure I talk to them more. Strengthen those gaps, strengthen those bonds to make sure that we are always as close as physically possible. I know some people are significantly closer, and then there are a couple of people who I would like to bring more into that very close circle. So, believe me when I say, that time will come for each and every single one of you. Possibly. Partnership and or sponsors. If I can get any additional ticks and clicks to help keep the energy flowing down here in Mugenkan, I'll gladly take it. We can hit partnership, that's amazing, but that is not the end goal. Far from it, because even when...
後ろから見ているわ。
Thank you very much. Takes all grinds, welcome on in. Thank you very much for that follow, I greatly appreciate it. Even if we do manage to somehow break through that partnership ceiling, that will not be the end, because there will be still plenty more things that I would like to do. A lot more people and groups that I would like to be able to talk with and maybe do some things with from time to time. It would be a phenomenal experience, and whatever happens, not only will it be fun, it'll benefit everybody and then some. These goals though, thank you Raven, I appreciate it. Write and read my stories to you all. Like I said, I'm an adventurer. I'm the manipulator of chaos. I have fought battles the likes of which your minds can barely comprehend, let alone imagine in the first place. I would love to be able to bring these stories to you all in some way, shape or form. My writing is incredibly rusty and it's certainly not the best. I definitely know that my writing is not for everyone. However, I would like to be able to tell some of these stories of how my life has gone, what has happened. And that would be wonderful to be able to share with you all. And right at the bottom here, more challenges. Personal challenges, community-based challenges, challenges that you, the chat and community, have pitched to me to do. Gaming challenges, you name it, I'd like to do that. I want to be able to keep that side of me going because I'm always up for a challenge, let's be real, I always am. The amount of times that I've played something and gone, you know what, I want to see if I can do it quickly, and I go ahead and do that. The amount of times that I see a fight and I go, you know what, I could ignore this. However, there's a bit of challenge to that. I wouldn't mind that. I will likely translate that into a variety of things. Which takes me on to where we're going with this. Every week, every month, there will be something to go on. Whether it's here on stream, whether it's in the community side of things, in the Discord, whether it's being shared on social media, you name it, something will be taking place. So let's start with the week. There will be games. Obviously. What did you expect from me? Did you expect me to turn up and say, hey, no more games for all of you naughty little beans? No, of course not. There of course are going to be games. Multiplayer games, story-based games. For the most part, there will be a balance between multiplayer games and single-player / story-based games. That's to be expected. I have a variety of those in the works. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a highly requested game at the moment that will be streamed on this channel. Wreckfest is a popular game for me anyway at the moment, so I'll be continuing on with that. There will be some community nights where we just get to relax, unwind, either just chat, watch some stuff off stream, play games off stream. There are going to be some frequent community nights dotted in here and there. If at the very least, I want to try and aim for at least one community night per week. If not per week, then per fortnight will be absolutely fine. Clips and skits will be uploaded to TikTok and Insta Reels. Those will be done every week. And there will be standalone pictures put up onto the Instagram as well, so you all get to at least see something going on both sides of the field. And yes, I will actually be looking in to recreating some of those wonderful memes that have been shared around on TikTok at the moment. We'll see what we can do with that. And of course, then we have the Discord polls so that you, the community, get to figure out what direction you want things to be going in. You know, take on suggestions. More rooms, more customization, some more interaction noises. You name it. Discord polls will be ran at least once, maybe twice a week to get your voices heard. That takes us on to the month. Monthly highlights will be shared to YouTube. Monthly highlights, I will be doing some old recaps of specific things, which I may as well talk about now in all fairness. Towards the end of this month will mark 1 year of VTubing full time. But we never did a debut, which is why this debut is happening now with all of the new things added in. As a result, when it comes to that date, what I am going to do is I am going to compile a special highlight package that features some of our old clips. Have a look back at them, see see which ones stuck the landing, which ones didn't, and just have a nice, reflective, fun time with it. Every month there will be a one-to-one couch time. What is one-to-one couch time, I hear you ask? Why, it's this. Hi, this is one-to-one couch time. And as you can see, I can have somebody next to me on this couch. And that can be for a variety of things. That could be for a one-on-one watch-along. That could be for a one-on-one podcast, a one-on-one mini interview, question time, something like that. If I really wanted to, I could probably fit a third person on this. So yeah, couch is here. Chat's still up there. Never forget about you, chat. So there's that. You might also have realized that there was another one on there. Once a month I would like to run my own podcast. And for myself to do that, what I am about to show you is a room that is currently, well, you'll see. This is a podcast for 5. These chairs are here from their respective creators that was utilized a few months ago, which was Picto Beam, Tiffany Witcher, and Daddy Bun respectively. Massive shout outs and massive thanks to all 3 of those wonderful beings for joining me with that. Thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with me. I can sit here and have 4 others on screen to have a podcast of 5. I kid you not. Feels surreal saying that, doesn't it? You might be asking, well, what does the podcast room for 4 look like if this is the 5? Because these are all coming through specific mirrors, specific transmission portals, which is what we like to see. There's a few little tweaks and whatnot, but you get the general idea. The room for 4, I could theoretically put myself in there, but that would be silly. That's not how that works. And so, what I will be doing is that there is another collab room being organized as we speak. That collab room will have space for 4. 3 plus myself. Not in this format, but in a different format. You'll have to wait and see for that one. It did not save where I was on the slide. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There we go. So, that should give you a little bit more information as to what will be happening there. Last but not least on that monthly highlight planner, Marbles on Stream. Some of you may remember a specific thing called the Marvelously Chaotic series. A series where I take a bunch of marbles, I slap some names on those marbles, and they go racing in a 13 race Grand Prix. The winner of which gets to create the next Grand Prix in the series with its own unique title. They also get the champion role in the Discord as well as an additional incentive. And they also get the VIP badge in the Twitch chat as well, if they're not already a mod. Should always point that one out. That will be taking place once a month, and we will make sure to get that back onto track and back onto a proper schedule. It is Jay's Grand Prix that will be coming up next. The date for that will be announced and the way to sign up for it. Again, if you're on my Discord, you get to sign up in advance. Just type your name into the Marbles and Gaming section, and you will have your name put on a marble. You do not need to be in the stream for the Grand Prix to happen, for it to all take place, because it's all automated. For those of you who aren't in my Discord, on the day I will do a build-up of free boost races. At the end of the free boost races, any last second names from the chat can be added onto the list, and I'll go from there. That's how that stream goes. That is the plan. In terms of special events, well, you've heard of the podcasts already, but the special events are not locked to weekly or monthly phase. These can be spread out. These can be like once every 2 months, once every 3 months, stuff like that. Try not to laugh challenge with punishments. We're almost at the VTuber Plus unlock redeem. After that, the second goal is to unlock the Wheel of Chaos. That wheel will generally be saved for stuff like the Try Not to Laugh with Punishments challenge and stuff like that. However, that can become a redeemable thing should we go past that goal on that second part. But the Try Not to Laugh challenge is, well, some of you know it, don't laugh. But unlike other content creators where if they laugh, they've lost the challenge and that's it, they don't do anything special for it, we will do what individuals like Nyanas does. And if we laugh, we have to spin a wheel, and whatever that wheel gives us, we will have to do. And that's for each one that we laugh at, by the way. I believe that video is still being put together, but I hope that if I can get a date announced for it, it might speed it up. If you've got any memes, whether it's from TikTok, YouTube, Vines from back in the day, Tumblr posts from back in the day, anything that you think would get a laugh out of me, send them to Puppy. Or maybe somebody else who will help organize that as well. In either case, get them sent so that I don't see them until I can play them first try and see what happens. There will be charity stints, naturally. I have done my fair share of fighting. Now let's fight for a very, very good cause. Charity stints, especially after doing that charity podcast with Picto, with Tiffany, with Daddy Bun. I would like to do some charity stuff. And hopefully, when my money's a little bit more stable, I definitely want to make sure I get some charity stints in the process. Timed writing challenge. That is for both stories, but most specifically I will be doing that for lyric/rap writing. Because again, I want to get back into doing singing and rapping. A timed writing challenge, giving me a time limit on stream to write something up. That will be a challenge. Gaming challenges, as I mentioned in the previous slide. Run a game in a specific amount of time. Do a game with only specific things that might aid. Do a game without anything. Stuff like that. You can think of it, I will do it. And that's what the Discord poll up here will also benefit into. If you've got an idea or a challenge, those polls will be the place for you. I've got some on my mind as well, but you get the general idea. And at the end you might see that some karaoke? Maybe. I mean, it says question mark. There will definitely be karaoke. Mark my words. There will be some karaoke. I would like to get some singing and some rapping done. My voice isn't the best, but you'll have to deal with it. And if you really hate it, then I can just smack you across the head with a parasol, because that's how things work here. Let's go through a very special segment now. This wonderful little segment is called My Credits to You and to Everybody Else. I will be implementing hashtags from this point onwards for all my going live stuff. For when the stream is live, it'll be hashtag Mugen Live. For fan art, if you would like to draw stuff for me, if you want to do fan art of any kind, you don't have to ask me for permission. Just draw it and use that hashtag, hashtag Mugen Draw. Whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, I will likely check that on a regular basis, and if I see anything on there, I will feel free to give it a like, give it a share, give you a thumbs up, you get the general idea. I will say, try to keep it say-so. Don't make me have to create a lewd fan art tag, because if I have to, I have to tell you all off. If you have any memes that you have slapped my face onto, hashtag Mugen Chaos. If you draw a comic that you think is funny that has somehow involved me, if you have found a meme and you have decided to Photoshop my face or some of my characteristics or quotes onto said memes, that's the hashtag to use. My Oshi mark. A lot of people like to, a lot of VTubers like to have like a little logo, like a commonly used emoji image that places like Twitter and whatnot have at their keyboard disposal. Since Mugen is a fantasy realm, I figured it would be perfect for the Milky Way to be the Oshi mark. That's what it looks like on Twitter, I think. I think that's what it looks like on Twitter. But you get the general idea. That symbol, the Milky Way symbol. We would appreciate that. And you, yes you, are my little Mugen Fae. Mugen means infinity or infinite. So, yeah. With every new follower I get, it really is an endless cycle of Fae. Fitting name, isn't it? I know my name in sense. Now for some very special mentions. My mothers, my parents. We have Epione, and we have the Tarantulip. The Tarantulip created, helped with the base, and Epi built on said base. So without Tarantulip, this wouldn't exist, this wouldn't be possible. But without Epi, I would not be looking like this for you today. So they are both absolutely credited. Now, let me explain what I mean by partners. So we have we have my dear demi-wife partner, Web Puppy Art, or Web Puppy Creations as they are known in my wonderful chat on Twitch. She is responsible for my emotes. Pretty much every single emote that I possess and my arsenal are all via her. And naturally, because she is my dear demi-wife, I would not be here without them. So, yeah. Web Puppy Art on Twitter, just because Web Puppy Creations is too long on there. Yeah, there you go. So Web Puppy Art is where you'll see all of their artwork. Whereas on here, on Twitch, and pretty much on their website, it's Web Puppy Creations. And then we have the work/queer platonic partner in the form of Mavis the Luna. Mavis has been so kind to open up the Moon Palace to myself and to a few others. And we have an ongoing connection, a very special connection between Mugen and the Moon Palace, which is very nice. And as a result, I get to go to a specific place that not many people know about, called the Card Deck. And also on top of that, Mavis is a queer platonic partner. That is my explanation. The pair of them are amazing, and you need to check them out. Mavis DeLuna is on Twitch and on Instagram and on TikTok. Web Puppy Creations is on Twitch, on Insta, on Twitter via WebPuppyArt and also on TikTok as well. And for the art credits, we have Zandy and we have Kazuro-san VT. Kazuro is responsible for the stinger that you are seeing. The TK Layla star coming on in going shwoosh, 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 shwoosh. That's via Kazuro, and so are the stream alerts, the little fancy purple boxes that you are seeing on the top of your screen when they ping in. They are all done by Kazuro. So make sure you check them out at Kazuro-san VT on Twitter. Greatly appreciate it. As for Zandy, Zandy is responsible for the mirrors. All of them. Zandy is responsible for the flasks that you see. They are my sub-badge. No, they are my bit badges. The sub-badges that you can see in the chat as well, the little flowers, they are also... Sorry, the little flowers. They are all done by Zandy as well. The brand new Finn banner border, the little purple thing down here, that's all Zan as well. The flames that were behind the chat box in the previous screen and the logo itself, they were all done by Zan, so yeah, massive shout outs to the pair of them, and if you aren't following them already, please make sure to do so. And now, for the slide that all you artists were probably looking for. Here you go. Good, right? Full body. Note that I have lesbian laces. That was very much a request. I'm very glad they got that one nailed on right. Torn up leggings because adventuring is hard and there's no way they stayed in one piece. Shorts, tank top. The coat just about makes it to the knees. Not much on the back, although if you want to get creative and put a put some form of a logo or pattern on the back, I guess you could do so. It would be pretty nice. You'll notice that it's not really showed on the body, but you can see it here. My trans necklace, very nice detail. And also, if I bring out this a little bit closer, again, you can't really see it properly, but I have a ring. I have a wedding ring here. It's a good ring. I love that ring. It's such an amazing outfit. Thank you. Also, it should be noted that I have provided you with a ref of how I look without the coat. You could probably see the markings now. So those lovely marks that you see on my left arm. Yes, that is my left arm. Yeah, that was from my latest fight. Let's just say things got a little out of hand. I'll properly explain more. It's for me to know and you to find out basis, but suffice to say, that took its toll on me. But I'm still here. I got through it. It was a very tough fight. Very tough fight. But it was needed to be done and it was worth it in the end. You'll also notice that there was a slight coloration on my right arm compared to the rest of my body. That is because I am known for many things, but being an artist or being able to get the right color palettes correct with a variety of... I'm not the best at. I'm not great at. So yeah. I couldn't quite find the right mix of color. And so as a result, that looks a little bit darker than normal on the basis of that's my right mechanic. That's my mechanical arm. That's my right arm. Yeah, it's doesn't like being covered by the correct paint. So, yeah, you'll have to deal with that. I have to deal with that. That's just a me problem. So if any of you try to draw me in, like, without the coat or in, like, non-sleeve stuff, please remember that my right arm is not the same color as everything else. Because it just does not like keeping to a correct color. I have tried, and it generally always ends up looking like that. My chaotic energy from when I'm firing off, you can see that in the top there. And you may also know that there are some little sneak peeks at some outfits up there in that top corner. Obviously, you got a little thumbnail of this current outfit. You'll also note that there's a couple of outfits on there. I've got my royal coat that is a bit more pristine and a bit more serious, which is as it needs to be. My see-through dress, which is nice and cool and calm. And you'll also see that there's a knit dress up there. Because I know for a fact that a lot of you are going to try and call me mommy, and you'll probably do that a lot when I'm in that dress, so, behave yourselves. You heard it here first. Anyway, like when you're trying to find the right shade of foundation, am I right? You know the pain. Partners equals gay. Exactly, Jetty. Exactly. I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. Can't take you all anywhere, can I? And also just a small little hint at a couple of emotes that you can see. The Tamash Ada and the Bless. Probably one of my favorite emotes, especially the Ada. I'll give you a free one right now, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you listening closely? Ada, ada. Hopefully that was sufficient for you. And so yes, that is all you need to know about me, I think. What do you all reckon? Are you all ready to see what I do next? I very much hope you are. Because there's still plenty to take you through. There's still plenty that I would like to do with each and every single one of you. And honestly, you've all been such great supporters already. I know a lot of you are on social media. Whether it's Twitter, Insta, TikTok, YouTube. I know some of you are in various different amounts of Discords. A lot of you love to play games. A lot of you like to relax. A lot of you just love to be in the same vicinity as someone with a nice calm voice or a nice chaotic voice. Whether it's destroying things, whether it's building things, you all seem to support me in what I do and what I bring to the table. And for that, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you. Now, if you don't mind, I need to take a quick breather. Get my throat topped up, get some more water down my throat. Very much needed at this point. I've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes. So we'll have the BRB for you. But I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. If you think the BRB is not new as well, you've got another thing coming. Enjoy. Hi. Hello again. It's good to see you all again. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's good to have your senses refreshed. And thank you very much for your ongoing support. I should also probably point out to each and every single one of you that credits can be found. If you look underneath my channel tab, you'll see a variety of different little tidbits, a little bit of text, some countdowns, some additional bits that you can feast your eyes onto. Some of those banners are clicked. Are clickable. There we go. That was the voice. That was the line I was looking for. And one of those is a credits tab. If you click on that, you will get a full list of every single individual who has had assets used on this stream, whether it's here in a different overlay, on the actual streams, the alert boxes themselves. They are all credited with links to their respective items that have been used here. Please feel free to check that out. Never be afraid to consult that, and if you can't see something that you're not entirely sure of and you need to ask, feel free to ask, and either myself or one of my mods will gladly point you in the direction that you need to go to. I have also added in a sound list for all of these sound redeems as well, so if you are wanting to do an explanation command for a sound file to ping off, those info tabs will also have all you need to know, and I need to update the explanation sounds command to go to that link as well, because it'll be a lot easier to link to that than just copy paste all of the explanation commands into chat. So that is part of the plan. Thank you. Clara, it's nice to see you. Hello. It's one of my favorite little slimes. Hello, it's good to see you. Puppy already got you the shout out. You'll love to see it. That'll do. Ducky, ducky, ducky. I hope you've been doing good. I did see you live earlier. It was a lot of fun watching you. That's another game on my list. I should probably point out Link's Awakening is on my list of games to play, and I would like to be able to get around to doing that at some point. So, okie dokie. The way your hair moves is super satisfying. Oh, is it? Oh, do you like that? You like to see my hair go swish and swish? But you love that. Of course you do. There's always some aspect that people will always end up liking. I honestly shouldn't be surprised. Anyway, let's put the big... Don't do it. I'm looking at you, don't do it. Okay, they didn't do it. Okay, we're cool. I was keeping my ear out just in case. Ha! Doesn't count in chat. I can't hear you in the chat, so it doesn't count. Nah. I definitely recommend it. So there are a variety of games that I am wanting to put onto my playlist. So as you all know, Pokemon Legends Arceus, I will be getting around to playing that since Puppy bought it, Puppy's been enjoying it, all my friends have been enjoying it, Mavis has been enjoying it. Yeah, Arceus will be on the get-go. I definitely did it in real life too. Well, sucks for you. So, Legends Arceus will be started playthrough either tomorrow or Friday. It'll be one of the 2 days. Arceus has ruined my life. Oh, Shaman. Can't be that bad. I guess it can be that bad. To be fair, I think even James Stephanie Sterling also been losing time into that as well, so yeah. I have not been spoiled on pretty much anything at this point, so yeah, we'll be definitely jumping into it hopefully tomorrow. Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 will be on my playlist as well. Breath of the Wild I need to get hold of, as is Link's Awakening, because it does look fun. So those are 5 games already. I want to dive into the Shantae series. That's another series of games that I want to play. River City Girls is another one on my list. I would love to play that one as well. There is a Yuka game. Yes, this girl right here has her own fan-made Toho game. It's a platformer. That's on my list to play. There's a Mystia game where our wonderful little Night Sparrow is... she does her own like little cooking thing by the looks of it. I'd like to see what that game is like, so that's on the list. Is there anything else? I want to run through Cursed Halo. There is apparently a mod of Halo 1 called Cursed Halo, where like all the weapons are changed. I want to see what that's like. Apparently there's also like a D20 frag grenade in there where it just randomizes a list, and yeah, I want to see what that is like. So that is on the list to play. Cursed Halo is a blessing. Yeah, it sounds it. I would like to run through Portals 1 and 2 again, since it's been a long time since I've done those, and I do not have any actual footage of Portal 1 and Portal 2. So that is on the list, that's on the cards. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I've got a lot of single-player games that I would like to be playing through. And there's a few more that I have been adding to my Steam wishlist and to my Humble wishlist. So I'll have to keep an eye on those. Oh, and also the eShop wishlist, I guess. So yeah, there's a variety of things that I want to be working on. Ashaman, you lucky bean. I guess I'm your good luck charm, it seems. Hi. I just caught a shiny Eevee. You love to see it. Good job. Congrats on the Eevee. Massive congrats. I'll be looking while I do some work. Not a problem. Not a problem, Clara. Love you. Thank you very much for coming on by. And hopefully I will see you next stream. If you're not streaming tomorrow, then I'll see you at some point. It's nice to see you. Clara is one of my favorites. Pretty much anytime she pings on my For You page, it's just always great. You just get to hear that cute, bubbly voice, and it's just, Clara's great. All very good choices. Thank you, Grinds. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got plenty to sink my teeth in. In fact, I'm actually going to look through my Steam wishlist. I'm just going to quickly have a look. If you're wondering why I'm not opening it up on the PC, it's just... if I do that, it starts to mess with the PC a little bit. So let's see what's on my wishlist for Steam. Because I know River City Girls is definitely on that list. My rank. There we go. Kitsune Tales is a game that isn't released yet. That's on my wish list. I've already said the Shantae games. I've got some of them already, but Seven Sirens is on the wish list. What else is on there? Mario Land Legacy. That's it. Okay, so New Super Mario Land is a game that I have had for a long time. You can bet that I will be doing New Super Mario Land on stream at some point. You all heard it first on that one. And as a result, Mario Land Legacy is apparently a sequel to that. So that will likely be on the cards. That's on the wish list. What else is there? Party Animals isn't out yet, but it does look like a lot of fun. Hat in Time is a game on my Steam wish list. Would like to do that at some point. Catastronauts is a co-op game that is kind of similar to Overcooked, except it's in space. And I love the concept of that. So basically, think Overcooked meets Faster Than Light is what Catastronauts... I played it years ago. It's on my wish list, I would like to get it at some point. It's down to £2.47. That's actually a really good price. But if I could find people to play that with, would 100% play that. And Prodigal, or Prodigal, however you want to pronounce that, that is on my wish list as well. Sweet. Sounds fun, thanks. Appreciate it. I might look into that. Yeah, I had fun with that when I played it. Puppy played it with me as well. Puppy cannot play those kind of games. Puppy's not good with time management in games. It stresses her out, which is fair. Not everybody likes those kind of mechanics, so it's okay. Yeah, Clara's great. Clara is indeed great. Thank you. So yeah, there's a variety of stuff. And obviously on top of all of those single player games, you've got my usual affair of things that I would like to play in the downtime. So Wreckfest will likely be staying on here because it's just great demolition. I just relax to it. I think a lot of people always are like, TK, how could you relax with a game like Wreckfest? It's chaotic, it's destructive, you're racing, how is that relaxing? It's relaxing because it's always awesome to see debris flying, whether it's from your car or someone else's car, or just because you hit something and it's got sent flying. It's just fun. For me, it's relaxing. Everybody has their own relaxing game. Wreckfest is one of my comfort games at this point. I will mention that when Splatoon 3 drops, Splatoon 3 will obviously be all over the place in here, because naturally I've got Kamiko up there, just waiting, with the Rainmaker. Again, I love that Rainmaker. So, do not stress, there's a variety of things that will be happening. Racing is zen even with crashes, no joke. Exactly, Lobster! Exactly. Minecraft will be making appearances as well. I know I've got my server on Flobius. I know Mavis has their server. Well, to be fair, Mavis has two servers. The card deck, which is the SMP, the survival one, it's on hard mode. And then they've got the server for their subscribers. But I have been playing more on the SMP server than I have been the sub server. And to be fair, it's been showing as of late, so those will likely make appearances. Oh yeah! I wanted to mention something. So you'll notice that on this desk and on the other overlay, there's a rotating tick that goes around that says recent events, okay? That will highlight new followers, new subs, new cheers, stuff like that. It also has 2 additional goals on display at the end of those, one of which is a follower goal, and the other one was a sub goal. The sub goal was to 50, which I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we were incredibly close to already. The other one is the 2000s. Now, ironically enough, that's part of one of my New Year's resolutions goals, is to hit the 2k follower mark. And because I was already in the 1900s, I've essentially done a checkpoint every 25. So 1925, 1950, 1975, and then 2000. We are not that far away from the 1950 mark. I think we're a couple more followers now as well. So I think I'm like, I want to say off the top of my head, maybe 7 followers away from the 1950. So massively appreciate any additional help that would be to get us towards those goals. If either of those 2 goals are met, there will be more stuff being unlocked because I have goals for pretty much anything at this stage. The other one that you saw, the tip goal thing, that has 5 stages to it because once we hit $250, that's all of my bills for the month covered. Mugen King gets to stay with you for a whole another month, which is what we like to see. And that has 5 goals associated to it. The first one, obviously, you know about. Gets the VTuber Plus mirror installed. The second one is the punishment wheel / Reel of Chaos being unlocked as an actual redeem. Numbers 3 and 4, I forget the order of them. I think one of them is a karaoke stream in the month that it gets redeemed. So if you do hit that goal in February, it forces me to have to do a karaoke stream this month, which, well, I'm sure you all will very much enjoy. The other one, the other goal, I forget which way around the two are, but the other goal... Oh, I do it to myself, don't I? You all probably know where this is going. But that other goal is, a bit more on the unfortunate side. Which, to be fair, is to be expected. I do these things to myself, and hey, what do you all like to say? It's content at the end of the day, and I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that in the slightest. That goal is consult the dragons. And what I mean by that is that I possess, as anybody who likes to tell you, well, I say anybody. I guess this girl inspired me a little. I have a set of dragon cards. You could probably hear me take these out. I have dragon cards. One of those tip goals is to unlock a stream. A very special stream. Where I, for a short stream, will do my best. Providing the energy is good. Providing the energy stays with me long enough throughout it. To shuffle these cards. Take your questions. And give you a consultation with the dragons. And there are plenty of them. From the Earth and Fire Dragon to the White Gold Dragon from Lyra. From the Source Dragon to Quan Yin's Pink Dragon. There are so many to draw from. Each with their own attributes, elements, and also their fair share of advice. Now, I'm very much new to this. I am very much learning things as I have been going, but crucially, I did my first reading of these a couple days ago. Puppy was impressed, which I will take. And they were also charged last night, since Puppy has her own set of proper tarots. Or tarots. So I have my dragon oracles. And if we do hit that stream, that tip incentive, that will unlock a stream on there as well. So there are a variety. Like I said, I have planned for different goals and different attributes. That's all I can do, and we'll go from there. I would not be here without each and every single one of you. I did say that I would make sure that the VOD is on a decent watch length. The last thing that I want to be doing is doing a full 3-hour stint of debut talk and chit chat. Not everybody's going to be able to sit through 3 hours of it. And some people just tune out in the space of like 2 hours and whatnot. So, because I have said that this debut will be going up onto YouTube as well, that is the plan, that is the goal. And so, as a result, we will be wrapping up the stream relatively here so that I can get this debut, this entire session, this transmission, snipped at its appropriate lengths, saved, and ready to export onto YouTube. Now, because of terms of service for Twitch, I cannot upload this until 24 hours. If we stop before 9 PM, it means that there's actually a much higher chance of me being able to upload, although having said that, I would like to be streaming at this point tomorrow, so never mind. This will likely be uploaded onto YouTube Friday morning. I would say probably between Friday 11 AM to Friday 12:30 noon GMT. Probably around that ballpark is what will go live, because once I finish stream, what I normally finish stream is that I do my raid, I do my wind down stuff, and then I go off, depending on who's going live at the same similar time. So, you know, you can just schedule videos on YouTube, right? Yes, but Twitch's export system works a bit weirdly. I can have it unlisted. So I'd have to unlist it first, wait for it to export over, and then figure out a date to schedule it and hope that it's not too weird. But yes, I'm aware you can schedule things on YouTube. Just exporting it directly from Twitch is a bit, pardon the pun, twitchy. As you would expect. Hey, who likes drums? Do you like drums? You better say yes. Otherwise I'll drum your head down your neck. I normally export as private then scheduled. Yep, that's pretty much what I said as well, so yeah. Thank you. It's a 2-step process, yeah, pretty much. No, you're amazing. Everyone in this chat is amazing, and I'd like to thank you all very much for coming on by. If any of you did hosts and they didn't ping, I do apologize. I will say that right now. I don't know if anybody has tried to host the stream throughout today. I thought I'd fixed it, but apparently if you have hosted and it's not played, then it hasn't, and I'll need to figure out what the issue is, because I honestly don't know why that's not working. So I will have to have a look-see for you. I did. Okay, so yeah, for whatever reason the host didn't work, so I need to find out what the issue is, because that's a problem. And I guess something had to not work. That's the only thing that hasn't worked this session. That is the only thing that has not worked this entire transmission is the host alert. Of course. God damn it. It's fine. It's not a problem. It is not a problem at all. Now, who do I say hello to tonight? Wait, are you serious? Oh, you are, aren't you? There is someone that I have been following for quite a while now. She's had her debut happen a couple weeks ago, and I was watching it. I was there for it, and it was a lot of fun. Her name is Mia Byte. Mia Byte. Now I'll get her name ready and waiting. The reason why I've highlighted her is because she's played Jump King, which was the other game that I failed to mention. We did start playing that a week or so ago, and we made it to the final 3 areas of the game. That will be resumed and hopefully concluded, whether at the end of this week or the start of next week. You heard it here first, we are getting back into Jump King. Do not worry. I want to make sure I finish that because I need to. If you would like to join us for this raid, we're going to go with Tamash Love. Raid of the Fae is what the message is going to be. If you do not have access to Tamash Love, that is absolutely fine. You can unlock it with channel points, or if you have any other emotes at your disposal, feel free to use those instead. Thank you all very much for coming on by. The raid message is up, and it is started. I will be back tomorrow, 6 PM GMT. Will it be the start of Pokemon Legends Arceus, or will it be the continuation of Jump King? It'll be one of the two. You'll have to find out on social media at TK_Layla, and you will also be able to find out via my Discord. Explanation Discord in the chat, or you can look underneath as well for those little extra little good bitty bitties. Until then, please take good care of yourselves on your way out. The transmission will be ending soon, and remember the 3 important things: the trans rights are human rights. Black lives, of course, do indeed matter. And make sure to keep your drinks nice and topped up, so that we may all stay fresh. Goodbye.